Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Afro and Mood channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for keeping it here. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. It's nice having you on this channel. And if you're considering subscribing, please, I hope you love it enough for you to want to stay with us here. Would definitely love to have you. My name's Maria, okay, and I'll be your host on this channel. You see a lot of me. I have a whole team behind me, but you'll see mostly me in front of this camera. And I feel like this year, of all years, it's just a different year. It's just a different year. And I'll tell you why. Because today we're going to talk about new beginnings. I feel like sitting in this chair right now for me is a new beginning. Yes, this channel has been in existence, but it's been on and off. And I'll be honest with you, because life is lifing, life really happens. But I'll tell you, for the longest time, we just didn't know how to focus on this channel, where to focus. We felt like YouTube is so saturated with hair videos, and we're a business of hair, but it just felt like it would be giving you so much of what everyone else gives, in a hair business. So this time it was like, okay, how differently can we connect with our people? And this year it just feels different. It just feels like it's about time we connect with you about things that will benefit you, especially those in the area of business. We shall definitely talk about hair, because hair is our major business over here. But I think we shall take it in a different angle when it comes to our hair, our health, the nutrition, all that, We're gonna be digging deep into some of these topics. The reason why I want to talk about new beginnings today is because this year is very special to Afros and More. This year, Afros and More will be celebrating 10 years in December. 2024 December, we shall be celebrating 10 years in a business. Oh my goodness, what a journey it has been. So this journey has a lot of stories, okay? Things you can learn from, things we can just laugh about, things we can be like, oh my goodness, for real. Hey you, guys. Anyways, and you're gonna get the whole vibe of me. I'm here to be real, and that's the promise. I'm here to be real. I want this channel not to be too structured, too serious. Of course you're gonna get serious stuff over here, okay? But we're going to get real practical stuff. We're going to talk, and I want you to engage with me, guys. You know what? I love energy. I love energy. So I'm energy myself, and I love energy. Guys, if you give me energy, it's gonna be energy over here. And I know it's gonna be a great place for you guys. We'll be tackling things we can all relate to. We are in the business of hair, and definitely we are not going to miss out talking about hair. We're gonna be talking about hair. I think it's gonna be a bit different. The angle into which we are going to be discussing hair, sharing about hair, it's gonna be a little different, because I know you have all the hair videos on all other channels that you enjoy. So this will be a little different. But yes, shall we talk about hair? Yes, we shall talk about hair. Shall we do hair on here? Yes, I'm sure we shall bring some hair videos here and there. But I think it's mostly also going to be so interactive, more of the business side, and this can benefit anyone from any walk of life. I just want to welcome you all to the world of real. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be me, guys. Yes, I'm a whole vibe. So I want to vibe over here, and I think that's how I want to have fun with you all. If you don't know about Afros and More is a natural hair business. Okay, we specialize in natural hair care. We were the very first fully fledged natural hair salon in Uganda. That's almost 9 years ago. So when we celebrate 10 years, it will be actually celebrating 10 years of natural hair in Uganda. That's actually a real yardstick for natural hair in Uganda. So today, the topic is about new beginnings. We're all afraid to start. I understand. I know very well what it means to start. I struggle over here to start things, guys. I struggle. There are things in my life I still struggle with to start, and me talking to you is actually talking to myself. I'm not saying these things because I've already figured it out. No. And I'm talking about the business of natural hair in Uganda. We started somewhere. So I wanted to talk about that particular start, that particular beginning. When we started the business of natural hair, I'll tell you, 9 years ago or 9.5 years ago, natural hair was nothing people were attracted to in Uganda, and I'll say mostly in Africa. Okay, you go natural and people are going to be like, girl, child, girl. They're going to look at you like with the left eye. Hello, like, what's wrong with this person? What are they going through? You know, having natural hair was an indication of stress in your life. If you're a married woman, like your marriage must be failing or you're struggling. Basically, it was a place of struggle to be natural, right? And here we are trying to tackle something that has never been tackled. Starting needs believers. Starting will need a believer. You have to be a believer in what you are convicted about. And I think that was the difference for us. We believed that, first and foremost, there were people who are needing this service. There are people who are ready for this service. And we were ready to offer the service. Okay? So if you're starting anything, look at what your objectives are. Why are you starting? And if you start, who are you starting this for? And when you start, are you ready to deliver? I think sometimes we fear to start because we are afraid of the unknown. You never go into anything knowing what the end is gonna look like, or the in-betweens. Just believe that what you're envisioning can be possible, because anything is possible, guys. We limit ourselves so much, but anything is possible as long as you have put your mind to. I know this is something people say, oh, people just say that for saying. No, it is true. It is true. If you put your mind to something, just start. Everything will figure itself out. First of all, you have to know that it has purpose. Second, you have to know that it is required, like it is a necessity for people. When we started, at that time, who do you tell about a natural hair salon, guys? Like, are you for real? Like, girl, you went to school and here you are trying to do natural hair. Tell me about that. Hey, you guys. So we're gonna do some storytelling too. So first and foremost, let me share our beginning. I know most of you know our story, but I know there are many of you here who don't know our story yet. So when we began, this little something about natural hair, it was actually my sister who came to me, and she's like, hey, when I move on the street, you know, people stop me, ask me about my hair, because at that time she was rocking like a TWA, which is a teeny weeny afro, and she used to do a lot of bantu knots, twist outs, and the hair looked good, you know. So people would stop her on the street and be like, girl, what are you doing with your hair? Is this natural hair? So people are so intrigued, and I think to her that was like a light bulb. Why don't we just, you know, start something? Because it looks like there are people who want to go natural, they need help, and they're asking about a service, and clearly there was no service in Uganda. that offered help for people with natural hair. So that's how we began. That's how we started. It started with the need. We saw the need, and so we started. So when we started, guys, whoa, hey, it had to be faith, and that's the most important part. Whenever you start, whenever you want to start anything, have faith in yourself, guys. If you never press the start button, you'll never start. You procrastinate, you'll overthink it, and you never begin. Sometimes you're going to figure things out as you go. Hey, and the beginning will have, a lot of roadblocks. It could be, a few of the people who really care about you, who are really concerned for you, saying, but this thing you was trying to start, in this Uganda of ours, can it really work, And if you're not convicted, you're also going to doubt yourself. Anything, any idea, it doesn't matter if it's a business, anywhere. It could also be school, like you want to start school. Just start. You figure things out as you go. If we started thinking we knew whatever we are going to encounter, I don't think we would have started. Guys, would never have started. So everything's just going to present itself as you go. I honestly do not believe in business plans. I know, but honestly, I'm telling you, business plans, I know it's good to have a bit of goals, and actually that's very important. Setting goals is important. Okay, what is your goal? What is the purpose? First and foremost, before you set a goal, what is the purpose of whatever you're starting? I'm talking about a business, or it could be school, it could be anything in your life. What is the purpose? All right, we're talking about setting goals. Forget about a plan, because plans change. Guys, plans change. I don't believe in anything plan, any business plan or plans to change, because life is happening. Life will just direct you. Believe and trust life to direct you on your path. That's the other thing I've learned when it comes to this journey that we've been on close to 10 years, that indeed your journey will give you direction, where you need to go, where you need to be, depending on what roadblocks you're going to face. Because when you start, you actually don't know what you're going to face. You don't know what you're going to face. And I'm telling you, when you're starting, you're going to have people in your ears. Either some will be encouraging you, some will be discouraging you. And I think everyone is meaning well. Even the people who are discouraging you from starting, they're actually fearful for you, and they don't want you to fail. Okay, they don't want you to fail. They don't want you to make a mistake. They don't want you to regret your decision. But I am telling you, you must be convicted. Okay, conviction is a major aspect to beginning and to starting. If you told anyone you're starting something like that, they had doubts. Guys, we had friends doubting, we had our close family members doubting, but I think we are just convicted about what we're going to do. We believed that there are people who need it. Guys, we didn't even know how many women are going to come. At least we knew there'll be 10 or 15 or at least 20 to start with, and I think 20 is overboard. I think it was 5, 10, but we started. So I think what I'm trying to encourage you is to start. As you start, set some goals. Yes, I said I don't believe in plans, because plans do change. And if anyone came to me with a business proposal and they gave me a plan, I'll be like, please, put the plan aside. I just want to know what's the purpose of what you're trying to start, okay? What is the goal of what you're trying to do? where do you see this going, and where's your conviction about it? That's it. I'll tell you a little story. So I remember one time, I think our mom came home, and she had somebody who was already actually in the business, who's a very dear person to us, who was very concerned, especially with something we're trying to do, something we're trying to start. This person was very, very concerned, and they didn't think it's going to work, and they had genuine concern that they were coming from a good place. They're not even coming from a bad place. I'll tell you, when people come to you with doubts, they're not coming from a bad place, and please receive them with a lot of grace, because they just care so much and they just fear to see you fail. All right. So yeah, when our mom came, she told my sister, like, girl, I don't think you should leave your job to start this thing, because so and so, I think, does not think it's going to work, given how the industry is now, and also given the nature of the business you want to start. They really don't think it's going to work out. So they were very concerned, and I think at that point, if we did not have conviction, we would probably have given up, because this person was already they had experience in the industry. They were a bit pessimistic, and then my sister, of course, came to me, and she's like, girl, mom told me this, what do you think? I'm like, girl, we need to keep it moving. I believe, I trust, because already you've told me there are people stopping you on the street, and there's no one offering this service. So why don't we just start? What can we lose? Of course, she was going to lose her job. She was going to have to leave her job. But guys, long story cut short, we started, and that was the best decision we've ever made. So set goals, and just start. Don't overthink it, because overthinking is an enemy to progress. Overthinking anything will be enemy to your progress. And believe in the journey, trust in the process. The universe will show you your path on your journey to wherever you're going. There's one thing about starting anything, especially now talking to anyone who's thinking about starting a business. What problem are you solving? As long as you can answer that question to yourself, what's the purpose and what problem you're solving, you are ready. You are already on your way. With that, you're already on your way. As long as you're convinced that it's a purpose-driven business, you're done. Just start. Do not wait, don't procrastinate. You may not have the resources available for you right now. Your capital may be shaky, but guys, just start with what you have. Because sometimes we wait to collect all this amount of money, we wait to have so many things, aligned, but I'll tell you, if you wait, you'll never start. So that's what we did. We started even when there were doubts. We started even when people didn't think it would work out. We started even when people looked down on what we're going to start. We started. Remember when we started? We started in a very small space. I remember that time we had about 2 stations. We had what did we have? We had two working stations. Then we had a sink that was not even really yo guys. This sink, I don't know if you've gone to those little small salons whereby you need to have a jerry can or a container underneath where you collect the water and have to carry it out. Guys, whoa, yeah, so that was our beginning. We had a sink that just functioned halfway, I would say, because if you have to get a jerry can to carry it out, yeah, that is struggle. So we had, I think, 2 second-hand dryers, that we purchased from a family member. Okay, that's how we started, guys. I'm telling you, and this is real. This is real stories. I'm not trying to make this look a certain way, but it is the truth. That's how we started, So what chairs did we have? Oh, the seats. I think they were bamboo seats, if I remember very well. They were bamboo seats. Like, we didn't have salon chairs. It was bamboo seats, a big one, a little, longer couch. And then I think the chairs where customers sat were also like bamboo. Oh my goodness, guys, I don't even remember the real neat details, but I remember that we went to that area where they do furniture, and I think we got ourselves some of those African, I think wanted to put an African feel, but also it wasn't because we wanted to put really an African feel, but I think it was because that was what fit our budget at that time, okay? So yeah, and we started. If I have a picture, I will put it somewhere. I'll put it somewhere, but we kind of, made it look nice and sweet, but it was real struggle, it was real struggle. And yeah, that's how we started. So if anyone can see where we are now and where we started, it's really night and day. But what I'm just telling you is start. We didn't have capital, guys. I'll tell you, we did not have capital. I think we had some capital, but not enough. We had about, to be really accurate, I think we had about 7 million Ugandan shillings at that time. About 7 to start, and we understood real fast that was very little money. We could not purchase new dryers, we could not purchase a sink, we could only get like used stuff, like second hand, and also not in very good condition. Yeah, it was a struggle, but we made it work. So make your beginning work. Whatever you need to do, make your beginning work, and it will work for you. And trust the process, trust the journey. So try to set some goals, some simple goals. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just set some simple goals. Like how many customers are you targeting, and work towards seeing that those customers can come into your business. Move out there, go on social media, put yourself out there. Do not be afraid, all right? Do not be afraid. I know I'm saying about not being afraid. Sometimes I'm really afraid to be out here, but I guess I'm here. I'm here now, so sometimes you get afraid for no good reason, all right? So make them just realistic goals, and you're on your way. Trust me, the journey will make way for you. The journey will definitely make way for you. Speak with the people who have come before you. Yes, they may have different opinions, perspectives. Choose what you take and leave what may not work for you. All right, but it's important to also learn from those who have come before you. So the other aspect you need to look at when it comes to new beginnings is personal growth, okay? When you focus on your set of skills and finessing them and being the best that you can be, and it will be like an ongoing process. We can never arrive when it comes to perfection or perfecting our skill sets and things we do. There's always something new coming on, okay? So you have to be very vigilant. You have to be very vigilant on knowing what's new out there. What do I need to know to put myself at the forefront of whatever I'm trying to do, or whatever you're trying to do, okay? You have to continuously be learning, continuously be studying, continuously be researching, continuously wanting to be better at what you're doing, continuously want to give a better service, continuously wanting your customers to experience you in a way that will have them come back to you. It's an overgoing struggle. I'm telling you, even in this journey of 10 years, we are still in the pursuit of perfecting our art. So just from the very beginning, know that is going to be one of the aspects that will start to set you apart, and it will take a lot of effort from you. You have to do it. You have to always try to be the best you can be. And it's very important. This actually is easier when you start something that you love, okay? You can only do personal growth with things that you really are interested in and love. So whatever something you're trying to start, whatever business, whatever area, make sure you have passion, Have passion for this thing. Love what you do, love what you're planning to do, because you can only be better at something you love to do. So talking about being passionate about something you do, I'll tell you this story. Because I remember way back, even before we started getting into this business of natural hair, or even hair, or beauty, I would say. Growing up, like, if you ask 10 of our friends, people who really were close to us and knew us, up to today they tell you one thing. They say, indeed, twins, that's the one thing you needed to be doing in your life. Let me tell you, you have to love what you do. You have to love what you do. I remember in my secondary school, towards the end of the school term, after S6, we're going to do our S6 exams. So I remember towards the end of school term, I was helping my friends plait their hair, trying to grow their hair, those things. So I feel like that was our thing, that was really our thing. We just enjoyed our hair, we loved our hair, and we loved to get into our hair. If you needed someone to go to advise you about hair, the twins will have to tell you something. We knew all these things of using beer in your hair, so you get volume. I remember, when our hair was relaxed, we'd go with practically a bottle of beer for the lady to apply into the hair at a specific stage. I don't remember if it was when they were setting the hair with the rollers, if that's when the beer now needed to be spritzed into the hair so the hair can have body. Oh my goodness, guys, the things we didn't do. Phew. But that all tells you that we love hair. We love this kind of things. Anything beauty was our thing. So it was no brainer that we ended up in this kind of industry. So have passion of whatever you're trying to do, and that way you're going to find yourself. It's going to be easy. That way it's going to be easy for you to self-develop, to have that growth that you need in your skill set. It makes everything easy, no brainer. You just want to learn more and more and more and more and more and more and more. I never stop being intrigued about the intricacy of hair. I want to go in the depth of hair, understand hair and all that stuff, and it's because I love it. So you have to love what you do. You have to have passion. If you ever force life into something you don't love, I'm telling you, before you start it, it is the end. It is the end, guys. You start anything you don't love, your beginning is your end. You end before you start. You have pressed end before you can even press start. If you think you're going to go into any field, or you're gonna do anything you don't love to do, you don't enjoy to do, but why would you even do that? Why do you torture yourself? Why would you torture yourself going into something you never loved to do? Before I go, I want to leave you with this very final one. And there's so much that we could have covered under this topic. There's so much, guys. We cannot exhaust the list when it comes to things you need to be aware of in your new beginnings. But the things I've tackled, I feel those are the things that have been very fundamental to our prolonged stay in whatever we are doing right now. Okay, so it's really, I just tackled the major ones. I feel that's where we find the most challenge when we are starting anything. Okay, and the final one, and this is one I wished someone had shared with us when we were beginning, and is keeping a positive mindset. Whatever the circumstances may be, whatever the challenges may be, you're going to fail on this journey. I'm telling you, you're going to fail, you're going to be challenged, but always keep a positive mindset. I know this is easier said than done, guys. Yes. A positive mindset when things are going down the drain. How? It's important to know that it's not the end. It's not the end when something bad happens in your business or in your pursuit of whatever you're pursuing. It's never the end of the journey. You have to keep pushing, because if we did not keep pushing, we'd have given up long time ago. And now, looking back, it is trying to stay positive. It's trying to know this too shall pass. Just know in every journey, whatever challenge you're facing, whatever issue, problem, whatever it is, just remember that it too shall pass. You are in business because you're solving problems. And your business, is going to help you understand what it really means to solve problems within your business, because you're going to have lots of those. Along the way, we shall go in depth about challenges, and this also would help us maneuver, in other aspects of our lives, I believe, because anything that happens to you in your business can still happen to you in your other walk of life or in your everyday walk of life. So as we embark on failure or challenges, guys, we have failed, we too have failed over and over and over and over and over and over again. We have failed, but we're still standing. And that has taught me to embrace failure, to embrace challenges as we move along, because those are going to be on your path. And actually the beauty about challenges and failure is that they make you stronger. And that's true. It's not even just a word that we are throwing out there because people say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, like problems are there to make you stronger. It's very true. Challenges are to build your character, okay? Challenges are there to test you, to see how strong you are, how matured you are, your capacity basically to stand amidst challenges or amidst failures when they happen, because they're going to happen. They've happened to us. If I can tell you how many times, what we've gone through, things that will knock us down for us to give up, guys, there will be times when but we have overcome, and more still come, and more come, and we tackle them, and we keep pushing, and we overcome, and we grow stronger, and we grow wiser, and we grow resistant. And then you know that that's part of what it's going to be. challenges are part of the journey. There's this saying that I came across just, I think just a few years ago. It says, you have to learn to fail before you can learn how to win, you know? So I think when failure comes, just say, bring it on, bring it on. You know, it's tough, it's stressful, but believe that when you overcome that challenge, you're going to be a better person. You're going to learn a little more about yourself, how you can handle situations, and you're going to definitely learn from that failure. And that's a lesson once learned. That's a lesson that you've learned for life. Trust the Lord. Now, to those who are believers, it is such a fundamental aspect to just believe and trust in the Lord. Pray and ask Him to bless whatever you're putting your hands into. It's very, very important. Okay? And that way it gives you the ability to move forward, knowing that who started a good thing in you indeed shall bring it to accomplishment. And once you are firm in that belief, I'll tell you, most of the things as they come, you believe and trust that there's a higher power that has your back, okay? That is putting things together for you. As much as you're putting in all this effort and doing what you need to do, but there's a higher power to help you, push you along, see you through, protect your business, protect your investment. And that's something we started with when we are starting. We knew this we have to give to a higher power, because with us, in our own understanding, in our own efforts, in our own ability, it is not possible. It is not possible. So trust in the Lord and know that He shall bring it to fruitfulness. He shall protect it. He shall grow it. He shall bless it. He shall do amazingly and abundantly above all things that you can ever imagine. All right? Well, that's it for today. I hope you picked a few pointers here and there. I hope to keep these conversations going, and which I will. It's been nice. It's been a pleasure being here, having you here. So keep it here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All right, more is coming, and more news, more good stuff, guys. Yeah, let's have some fun over here. Let's have some fun. Shoot some questions over in the comment section. I really want this to be more interactive. You know, I don't want it to be just a one-man show. I want you to be in there, interacting, commenting, asking questions. And then I think from your questions also to help us here develop the content that you guys want to see, okay? All right, we're in this together. So until next time, you stay blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.